Hi everybody, David Harper here. Today I'm filming at the Greater Manchester Museum of Transport. This is for the Antiques Road Trip, and we're the only people here because the museum is now closed today to the public. So I'm going to take you on a little nostalgic journey. For those of you of a certain vintage, let's go and have a look at what could be described as an antique bus. I think it's the only bus in here that I can actually walk on and wander around without being thrown out of the museum. So get ready to go back in time. And before I do that, just let me tell you, if only you could smell what I can smell here. I'm just soaking up the aroma. It's oil, it's a bit of fuel. It reminds me of childhood. Getting on an old, smelly bus. Oh, happy memories. Let me know what you think. Right, well, what we'll do is we'll take a walk to the bus that we can actually get access to, but just feast your eyes and let me know if any of these images take you back in time. Quite an amazing place, this. The building itself was built in the 1920s as a bus depot. So even the location itself is just absolutely perfect, right in the middle of Manchester, if you fancy a visit. Here we go. I mean, these are pieces of sculpture. Look at that thing. Very Art Deco. Wow. Beautiful colour scheme. Come back to that in a second. Even road working vehicles in here. Yeah, this is a very good looking bus. So it came into service in the 1940s by Foden and withdrawn in the early 1970s. But look at the shape. Yeah, very Art Deco. So Deco from the 1920s onwards. But after the war, after 1945, the design continued right up, well into the 50s, maybe into the 60s. But if modern buses looked anything like these, I think I'd be more inclined to use public transport. Again, colour schemes. This is the bus we're going to wander onto. Look at this. Crimson and ivory. So this is a Lawton body. Came into service in 1957, this bus, withdrawn, I think, again in the early 1970s. But look at the access. I mean, health and safety, to the extent that we have it today, didn't exist then. And I think that's probably a better thing, actually. Take responsibility for yourself, jump on a big step. Oh, lovely. Well, it certainly takes me back in time. I can remember buses like this. Now, if you're watching in America, you probably didn't have double-decker buses. In fact, I'm sure you didn't. Now, this is where the driver sat. Look at the tiny area. No powered steering, by the way. By all accounts, these things were monstrous to drive. This is the view from the outside looking into the driver's compartment. Yeah, monsters to drive. You have to be pretty fit and agile, actually, to climb in and to actually move the thing, make it work. Right, the last look at the driver's view, nice and elevated. Pretty cold in winter and roasting in summer. Very basically furnished and trimmed in vinyl, but with real wood panelling here and there. And the sign there, by the way, tells you that if you're going to jump on and off the bus, you take responsibility for yourself. My goodness me, nobody to sue. What must that be like? Cream roof. Now, this is where you'd go as a kid, isn't it? Right on the top. Look at that back of the seats for stubbing out your cigarettes. Altogether different time. This would seat 60, I believe. ventilation in the windows there, just open the window. There's your air conditioning. Now imagine when it's moving and it's rattling and it's raining and the floors are wet and you've got to get off, and you've got to get off quickly because the bus is on a schedule. Quite a steep staircase here. Say goodbye to the conductor, leap off into the elements, and off you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.